What up, world? I'm the anti-guru, and I just want to share a perspective. So I just want to talk to you real quick. It's nothing about giving you advice or anything like that, but recently I was coming across the dude Patrice O'Neal, and he had a segment about why he was explaining. Well, he didn't even explain. He just said that men are better than women, and then he went on to explain why he thought that. And it was in the context of like what we got to do to get women and please women, and get the pussy from women and everything like that. So what he was saying is, like, as men, what we gotta understand, or what most of us actually just already do understand, but just gotta get a clear perspective on, is that as a man, we have it hard out here on the regular, right? No one gives a flying fuck about what another man is going through, what another man is doing, what another man feels, who another man is, why the fuck he is, and especially why the fuck he is. So growing up, from the only person giving a fuck about you is your mother, up until a point where you're just another nigga that's around the house, to being a threatening person in the world, you never catch a break as a man to be received well, unless it's in a perspective of, this is exactly what I'm getting from this man. So what we as men have to do in order to gain anything from the opposite sex, as someone that we're attracted to, is we have to bring an entire existence to the table. Like, we have to develop an entire personality. We have to learn how to win. We have to learn how to lose. We have to learn how to lose when we win, because even as a man, when you win, you lose at the exact same time for some reason. And it can be, for example, anything like if you fight a court case and you win, you already lost money and time. You fight somebody in the streets, you whoop their ass, and all of a sudden they want to jump you, they come back with their niggas, and you fighting again, and now you gotta fight more niggas, you still lost, but even though you won, you lost. So now you hurt, but you had to fight more niggas. So it's always a battle with being a man, and it's never a burden that's lifted off of you just because you exist. It's always something that's constantly there, and it doesn't matter your skin color, your culture, your background. There's just things that are implied upon you because you're a man, and it's never getting easier. So it's easier to see the realistic ways of life and the path of what we do, and understand different perspectives and understand different things and things of that nature. So whenever we do something good, it's never just good, and never just good enough. Now, That is what we bring to the table as far as just a piece of what we bring to the table as far as years of the culmination of our experiences, what we learn, what our perspective is, and how we compartmentalize, and not even compartmentalize, just break that down into simple understandings to the point that we can break them into one sentence phrases, like ignorance is bliss. Someone had to go through a culmination of experiences in order to come to that statement. And break it down in a way where it's simplified, in a way where people can translate it and just sing it back to back to back to back and be like, this means something. Let me just apply it to whatever I think this means, but don't have the wider perspective of what the depth of experience is behind that one simple statement. Just things of that nature. So when we're approaching a woman, or whenever we're coming to a woman, and a woman only has to bring her youth, beauty, and ignorance to the table, we have to put up with so much in life just to get a piece of pleasure from you. Why would I deal with any type of, as a man, with all of this type of experiences, all of these types of things that develop my personality, and all of these things that I had to do in order to survive, live, eat, thrive, and protect other people? Why, and protect myself? Why in the fuck would I put up with any type of displeasure or disagreement with something or someone that is supposed to bring me pleasure? Why? What would be the point? This is why I feel a lot of men just get to the point where they disengage from a lot of what society brings and produces as far as what current Western culture brings, in order that men have to deal with and build in order to make it through and pass on the knowledge and even share things. Because even when they share things, they're crucified for sharing things. And they're like, well, you're wrong, well, you're right, but you're wrong for saying it, or you're right, but fuck you for saying it. And there's all this other type of bullshit that goes on for people that wants to even help liberate the people that can't see what's going on, and try to bring them up to speed to whatever it is that the perspective is that they want to share and the experiences that they want to share, but they can't, because people these days just want to be able to crucify the man for whatever it is, but he can't be accepted and exalted for just what he is. So this is what we bring to women, and the women is just like, oh, well, I exist. I'm beautiful and young and pretty. And then they want to bring extra shit as far as Western culture is like, oh, I'm educated, I make blah, blah, blah figure money and all that. But then at the end of the day, none of that shit matters, because what does that matter when it's time for me to bring life into the world if my basic nature, my basic instinct is to leave you in a weakened state while I go and protect and provide for the new life, and then have to protect and provide for the new life? What does you making, going out and leaving this thing by itself to make $100,000 a year plus, and then try to get some skills and knowledge or education about some shit that doesn't bring money to your empire, anything that you're building, to somebody else, and leaving this thing by itself to be like, oh, okay, just because it has 4 walls around them in a box, I'm gonna just leave it right here on this street. Just because this street has a name, I'm gonna leave it here on this street, and I'm gonna go compete against the guy that's competing against guys to provide and protect for the thing that I'm bringing life in the world for. And I'm the thing that needs to be protected and provided for too, at the same time. What sense does that make? So if I'm competing with everything else at the exact same time, why am I competing with everything? Why the fuck would I ever want to compete with every fucking thing? Like, no. I'm not gonna compete with something that I want to get pleasure from. That's not pleasurable. Competing can have pleasurable moments because there's moments of triumph and trial and tribulation. Well, when I want something that's supportive and warm and fuzzy and agreeable and easy going and relaxing, I don't want trials and tribulations and all this other dumb shit because you want to compete. What the fuck is it? What the fuck are you competing for? I already know how to compete out here. Why the fuck would I want to compete in here? Come on now. But that is the thing with what they bring to the table is they think they have to bring to the table competition. Oh, I can compete against you to bring in more money, and if I bring in more money, then I'm the one that brings in money. But no, because then now the nigga that I'm supposed to be competing with that's in your position is now you. So now I can't even go as hard because I gotta show mercy on you because you know you're a woman. You're a woman, and it's like I can't like just go hard. Then you're my woman too. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we competing? But anyway. That's why Patrice O'Neal was like more of like the guru. Not even the guru, more of like the realest nigga back in the day when he was saying things as far as what his experiences with women, because he was saying it unabashedly. He was saying that he was frustrated, he learned some shit, and it was basically the tales of all the niggas. Like, you get frustrated, you learn some shit, and then you just be like, well, this is just what it is. And it is what it is, and it's always is going to be what it is, and it is what it is, and it's what it's going to be. But then you got bitches that just want to try to sit there and act like the shit don't change, and they're going to be the ones that change it. And come on. Let's not do this. So that's why as niggas you're gonna be better than women. Why Patrice O'Neal said that with such ease. Because you bring your whole entire existence. Everything you had to learn was through trial and error. Everything you had to overcome was obstacles. In order to make it to the point where you're saying hi to her now, you had to overcome the obstacle that is however many variables between you saying hi to her right there. Like, she could have been walking with somebody or walking near somebody, and it might have seemed like she was in a relationship, or you had to like think about how many people can hear you when you talking to your shit in your conversation. I mean, who's just gonna look at you, stare, and somebody gonna just walk into your conversation. There's so many variables that as a man you have to be like, all right, I gotta consider this when I'm talking to this bitch, or even if she gonna listen to me, and I'll be like, what's up? And she just be like, oh, I'm walking off and doing my own thing, I'm just a fish in the sea. And you're just like, hey bro, I said hi to you, and you just gonna walk past. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You just take your shit and you just go try to either be like, I'm gonna say hi to the next one because maybe she like her, and it's because it's a common occurrence. You just saying what's up, and bitches be like, you just be like, all right, goofy. So I'm gonna just walk on and do my thing, keep making my money, stack my change, and we just gonna keep on doing my motherfucking. my life. And these bitches just be like, "Why? Where's everybody at?" You just be like, "I'm over here chilling, making money. I don't know where you been, but no, you old now. I want some bitches actually gonna cooperate, help me out, and not be some fucking combative ass, goofy ass, personality, some shit I gotta deal with, and then mold, and you're not even trying to be helpful. No, what the fuck I gotta do? No, I'm not dealing with that shit." So that's what it is when like Patrice O'Neal was like, "Alright, dog, you gotta realize that she's just better than them." And they realize that. And once you realize that, the easier your life will be. Alright.